Hello everyone, I'm Amir Hossein. Welcome to another training video. In this video I will show you how to plot the statistical diagrams from the WRF model output. For doing so, the first step is to extract some variables from the WRF model output. Open name list. In the first section, extracting variables, I'm going to add some other variables. The first variable is relative humidity, RH. I'm going to add let's say 2-meter temperature and wind speed. 3 variables and 3 locations. I save it, run post WRF, select the third WRF output, number 3. Method of grid interpolation, let's say number 2 bilinear. Okay, they have been extracted. Relative variable relative humidity, 2-meter temperature and wind speed. Now we have a directory output post WRF with the name of the file that we post process. Go to the directory, and inside the directory you can see that these 3 variables have been extracted. Let me show you relative humidity for the 3 locations. These are actually names of the cities in Iran. Okay, for these extracted values, you want to actually compare it with some observations. But before comparing them with some observations, you have to prepare those observations. How can you prepare those observations? Go to the main directory of post WRF and run post WRF and -o, the name of the directory that your values are stored, and run it. But before running it, you are supposed to install some Python modules such as Panda and Pandas, and also NumPy. If I run it here, it will give me some errors because it cannot find Pandas module. If I activate the associated Conda environment and after that I run it, it can be run successfully. Now I go to the directory. Now you can see that besides the values you have 3 observations. These observations are actually sample observations. So if I open one of these observations, relative humidity observation, you can actually here replace the values that have been generated randomly. You can replace it with your values. For example, this 18 with something else like 17, or 39 with 41, 35 with 37. You can modify it and you can replace the values with your own value, with your real observation value. Okay, now open name list and deactivate or disable extract section, and navigate below on the bottom of the name list, and here the WRF statistical diagrams. Enable this section and let's start with a scatter plot, and you can see that the scatter plot is enabled. I save it, I run post WRF, and it asks me which output directory you are going to post process, or you are going to plot your statistical diagrams, or which actually it's looking for a directory that simulation or values and observation data can be found. So I give it number 2 as my directory, and format of the image, I don't want to save it, I just put X11 number 1, and now you can see that relative humidity, variable relative humidity for the first location, and this is the comparison or a scatter plot for observations and values. Relative humidity for the second location, relative humidity for the third location. And now it goes to the second variable, temperature at 2 meter for the first location. Temperature for the second location, Isfahan. Temperature for the third location, Anzali. The third variable, 10 meter wind speed for the first location, Tehran. Wind speed for the second location, and wind speed for third location. These are scatter plots for all variables and for all locations.